Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. He told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. From deep, it's McCutcheon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hits inside, it's Wilson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a...
He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And down he goes back at the 3.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly,
the ball pops out on the return. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They put the brakes on him.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Arch is going to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Wingo. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Out wide left, it's Wingo. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Right side, it's Lockett. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football, and guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Looking for the score. Couldn't make the play in the end zone, but the offense is going to come out of this with a penalty on the D. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run it with Wilson. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorns! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, it's Blaylock. Got enough for the first down. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose on the right. 10. Touchdown, Sooners. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason move. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Here comes the Texas offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. At the 40, there he goes. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Quick give. It's Wilson. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. To throw, Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Wingo. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Out wide left, it's Blaylock. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a gap. It's Blaylock.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Joyner. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Bailey. Hauls it in. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll move the tight end. Quick give. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's going to take off. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Just got rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Manning. He's going to take a shot. Got it down the field. Finds some room. He's at the
6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. At the 35, he's open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He wants to go deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wilson on the carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Second and long here. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Arch Madness. Holds on, it's Lockett. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to squeak through the pile. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And the defense was not fooled on that 3rd down. They were expecting that could be run. Linebackers doing a nice job, really coming hard downhill to stop that play.
Timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Complete to the left. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Looking for the end zone. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Arch to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the UTSA Roadrunners. And it's the 49ers on top right now as they look to dig out of a big hole. Dropping 4 of the first 5 was no way to start a season. Perhaps they found something here today. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mac.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Rush right in his face. Snags it on the stop.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. Just had to get rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. On the move. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Throwing Manning. Out wide right, it's Wingo. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it with Wilson. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The hand to the running back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Manning to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Making the adjustment. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Right side, it's Lindsey. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. This is a designed run. Got some room after the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Caught behind the line, it's Blaylock. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB threw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the 1st half. And here they are in the 2nd half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice, aggressive play call by the defense.
Kick is in the air. On the return. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Running inside, it's Lindsey. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wilson on the carry. Fights off a defender. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Stopped right there.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle. No big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Drops back. It's Bentley. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got it on the outside. Lots of room to run. And he scores! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he lays out and snags it down the left side.
And I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the 2-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, that's a double whammy for the offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to keep the clock ticking. Not only do you lose yards running the football, but you also went out of bounds, so you stop the clock, essentially helping out the defense.
It's in the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Run inside. It's Blaylock. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Bentley. Takes a hit as he fires. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he avoids the sack.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Running there. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Man, can you imagine if they hadn't picked up the first down? It would have been, what are you doing running the football?
The fans would be so irate. That's one of those, well, come on, what is that? You can't be that conservative. Oh, yeah, no, that was a great call. Good job. That was a great job. It worked perfectly.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Rushes on. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Breaks into the open. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Drops back on first down. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. He's got it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. Left side, it's Johnson. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. On the move. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll take it himself. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. They'll get me a few 1st downs. This one's over.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Arch is going to throw for it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
The Longhorns hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Gets the back moving. Backs against the wall, and they'll let it fly again. He's got it along the sideline. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Bentley. He's taking the deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll run it with Wilson. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. It was the